Hey everyone, Tony George, Doc Sports. A big Monday update, a long-winded update, but we'll get the free play out of the way. If you want to stay tuned to find out how you're going to get a ton of free football stuff that's a little bit out of the norm for these videos on this YouTube channel, well, Tony George is going to deliver. You're here for free stuff. We're going to give you a lot of free futures on various shows this week. I'm going to tell you about them and why you need to tune in to Doc Sports YouTube channel. Free. No obligation. No one's making you buy anything. Major League Baseball today, however. Let's get that out of the way. I'm going to wrap with you. Establish your rapport. Tell you why you need to tune in this week. Then we'll tell you everything that's going on the website. Had a good weekend. We'll talk about that. Little long-winded video today. The free play today is Detroit and Arizona at Detroit. Detroit's minus 135. Why, I have no idea. Oh, wait a minute. They're playing Arizona, who just got waxed and scored one run over a 3-game set against Pittsburgh this weekend. This is a battle of uglies. These two teams are in free fall. Total 8.5. Zona plus 115. Now, crazy things happen on Monday in Major League Baseball. They do every week. Why? I have no idea, but they do. A lot of head scratchers come Tuesday morning or late Monday night when you're sweating them out. True story. Expect the unexpected. Well, you take a look at these two teams. Neither starter, Casey Mize is supposed to start. He's not. Melton's starting. He's had one start. He went 5 innings and gave up 6 runs and 7 hits and walked 2 and 2 homers against Pitt, who can't hit their way out of a wet paper bag. Roy didn't have, of course, you don't need many hits against Arizona, when they have 1 run in 3 games. However, it looks like an easy take on the over 8.5 here. Detroit's bullpen, last 3 games, gassed, tapped out, over a 9 ERA. Arizona's bullpen ain't much better, and their starter ain't much better. Although Rodriguez went up against Houston, pitched 6 scoreless innings, gave up like 5 hits, still couldn't win because they can't score. Last 10 games, Detroit, 3 overs. Last 10 games, Arizona, 2 overs. Looks like an easy over with weak pitchers and weak bullpens. Neither team can hit. We're not selling grandma's farm. We're not cashing in the kids' college fund. But give me under 8.5 in this game. Over at the website, I told you last week to not discount NASCAR and PGA picks. Don't like golf? Don't like NASCAR? Don't like watching cars making fast left-hand turns 200 miles an hour in Indy? You should have. 3-0 plus $1,200 for a $100 player, 6-unit play cases. PGA, underdog Sunday, plus 120 cases. If you'd have jumped on board, you'd have made $1,680. Just saying. All right. Getting ready for college and pro football. That's all I've been doing nonstop. 16-hour days, 7 days a week. No, I didn't enjoy my weekend. I worked all weekend. Between sweating out games, watching races, watching golf tournaments, baseball. I got numerous TVs, watching everything at once. Studying this. This guy right here, Brett Cianca, he's a Heisman Trophy voter. He wrote this preview book on Power 4 conferences. This is one of the best previews you can find anywhere on the planet. At Pick 6 Previews on Twitter. Click there and you order it. It's $27. $30 delivered or whatever. Plus you get a digital copy. Brett's coming on to talk about sleeper teams and Power 4 conferences this year. You need to be watching out for. That'll be on Thursday. Wednesday will be the Vegas Beat. We're talking NFL with Griff Murphy. Free futures picks. I'll be on Doc's Daily on Tuesday. Maybe we'll ask Detroit Lenny about why his Tigers are making my Royals relevant. Yeah. Also, we're going to have Joe Madden on. Joe Madden, she's from Sports Grid. Sports Grid had a huge layoff this week, shut down Pharrell Coast to Coast, which is probably the most entertaining show. And it perplexes me why, with the popularity of sports betting gaining ground and gaining a lot of traction, and on every TV commercial, on every sporting event, all weekend long. By the way, they're begging you to bet parlays. Don't. Sorry. I know we promote them on places and stuff. You got any more than 2 teams in a parlay, that's how DraftKings and FanDuel are paying, making sure their stockholders are happy. But that being said, how a 24-hour sports betting network that rivaled VSiN is folding and taking down firing everybody and taking down their shows. I mean, I could ask her about it. She probably don't want to talk about it, but we're going to be talking college football season win totals. And every year, like I do every year, going to talk Big Ten football with Chris Schmidt from 1480 Hell Varsity Radio, ESPN in Lincoln, Nebraska. Chris is the anchor of the network there in Lincoln. That's right, we're going to talk about my boys. He just got back from Big Ten Media Days. He comes on every year. Every year he gives you a sleeper team in the Big Ten, and every year he's been right. A couple years ago, it was Illinois. Last year, it was Indiana. Telling you all about it. Nobody knows the Big Ten. He interviews all the head coaches. Mainstream radio guy. Used to be my board operator for the Tony George Show when I was based and syndicated out of Lincoln 20 years ago. Now he's head dude. He comes on and breaks down Big Ten football for you. That'll be up next week. And we'll give some futures picks out there. I got an 8-unit best bet in the Big Ten. You want it? Tune in. Doc Sports YouTube channel. Place to be. Doc Sports website. Free $60. Link in the description below. If you've never been a member, we'll park $60 in a new account because the profit guarantee, no hassles. Put it towards an early bird season football package. We're ready to go in 2025, 2026 in football, college, and pro. Going to be epic. Jump on board. We got a doubleheader in Major League Baseball today. We got a 4-unit Major League Baseball player prop, 7-3 run there. Back with we cased WNBA on Sunday. Back with passing today. Back with WNBA on Tuesday. Doc Sports. Be there. Be square.